This is Twisted Granny Tarot. Thanks for visiting us tonight. We're in the process of doing Capricorn's cards for the month of September of 2025. So, oops, let me check on that. Okay. Now, you're probably accustomed to this, but I use an astrology chart as a diagram to explain each month's signs, probabilities. Okay, probabilities. Because we can glean a lot of information about many aspects of your life if we use this kind of a method. Okay. Plus, sometimes I have to use this because all the cards are not made exactly the same. And this is a calendar called A Year and a Day, and a friend of mine named Link, he assembles it and does the research on it. And what I was looking for today was, what can we talk about for the month of September that Capricorn might be interested in? I don't know if you're interested in this, but let me see. Well, on the 3rd of September, it's called, there's a statement here, Path Clearing Festival for the God of the Sacred Well. So I imagine, that's in Ghana, Ghana. So I imagine water might have been scarce from time to time. So that's what this is about. Now, there's also one here. It's called, okay, on September 4th, a special ceremony for girls. It says at sunrise on this day, September 4th, the 4-day changing woman ceremony marks a girl's coming of age. Now, y'all know what that means, especially the girls do, okay? Who ritually transforms into the goddess, known as changing woman, and blesses all attendees. So that's one way girls and women were honored in a Apache tribe. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to lay out the cards in a circle. Now, in the horoscope plan, your first house is what you're thinking about most of the time. Okay, so what are you looking for? Well, Capricorns don't necessarily like change. So what are you looking for? You'll only accept what you're looking for, right? So let's see what happens next. Next house is your money. And here we have you dutifully paying your bills and keeping yourself solvent, which you take pride in. And you like being there because it gives you security. It makes you feel confident, like you can handle things. Okay, third house is communication. Telephone calls, emails, letters, phone calls, those kinds of things. Now, what do we have here? We have the Justice card. So in this case, when you speak at this point in time, if you may not always practice diplomacy, if you may not always do, not everybody always practices it. We try, but not everybody can do it. So you're very sensitive about what you say to people and how you say it to them, because you want to give them a fair shake. That's what this is about. Being judicious with your voice and your responses, because those can have your responses can have a big impact on the person you're talking to, and you want to keep the flow of communication and love and kindness in operation so the company runs smoothly or your house runs smoothly. Okay, fourth house is your home. Whoa, what is this? This is a karma card, folks. Karma means, well, it actually comes from maybe the Hindu belief, or well, lots of religions believe in past lives. So if we just take Hindus for example, they might even be the tribe, so to speak, that coined the word karma. I don't really know, but maybe we could find out. Anyway, karma means is what you did in another life that you're paying for in this life, or you're being rewarded by in this life. And look what we have here. These ladies in this picture are called the Norns, Norns, in Scandinavian mythology. And they are said to weave the futures of all the people on the planet. Well, as far as the Scandinavians go. So these women are busily concocting situations for people so that they can learn from them, and so to speak. Okay. So now, but now having, that's the esoteric side of it. This side of it is, do you have the house that you always wanted? Because this is karma. Or number two, do you want to sell the house you're in so you can buy the house you always wanted? Because that's a part of destiny. It's a part of destiny. So you think about what you want to happen in with regard to the house, literally the house you're living in. Okay. So fifth house is romance. Oh my goodness. Well, this is a lovely card to have for romance and creativity. That's your fifth house. So it looks like you've met somebody and you feel like you're really compatible and you would like to keep this person around for a while. So good for you. So that might be why for the new house, you finally got the ability to get and the right person to move in to your most wanted home. So good for you. All right, sixth house is work and health. Okay, this is an entity. Is it an undine? I'm not sure, but it's a water. It's associated with water. The mermaids are associated with water. We can't really see them, but people, the fairies promise they exist. Okay, and in this case, the mermaid had 5 cups, one at a time, and they were all full, and she was all happy. And then 3 of them turned over, and they spilled out the contents. That means she lost something. She was disappointed by something. She feels less than at the moment. Now, okay, we're going to apply that to the house of work and health. And when we're talking about work, we're really just talking about mundane activities. Check off this box, check your email, do your daily activities. Now, there's also has to do with health. It's also got to do with health maintenance, because people don't stay healthy by accident. They actually eat the right kind of food, and they actually practice healthy physical activity. So, but the mermaid had 3 cups, 3 of them fell over. So what was it, your work that's disappointed you so dreadfully? Or was it your health that's disappointing you so dreadfully? So whichever one it was, you have suffered some hurt feelings or some disappointments that you were not expecting. But you're recovering okay, because the real the word is that you need to stay positive, because what you think about, you bring about. So if you think bad stuff, oh, I lost these 3, I lost them, then the universe is going to give you more things to lose. Okay? You could say, I still have these 2 full ones, and I'm going to add to that, because I'm going to restore those ones that fell over and left me. This situation that didn't work out, I'll compensate. It'll be okay. All right? So that's what that's about. 7th house. Now look at here, baby. 7th house is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Well, here is your romantic partner, and here is your willingness to believe that this romantic partner is the one you've been waiting for. And what's he doing? You're leaving. Well, leaving because you want to find a new and different place to go with this new person, because maybe it's time for a change, and you need to change. And God knows the world is changing around us. So you might, 6 of Swords. So this person is going somewhere. So are you looking for a house? Are you looking for a place to move? Or you know somebody who's a Capricorn that's got a new, a good flowing energy between his preferred partner? And because they're making plans for their future, if nothing else, or they're making plans for where they're going to build this house, or those kinds of things. 8th house is money from other people. Now look what this is. This is actually, it's the 9 of Cups. It's one of the best cards in the deck. And it represents somebody who has 9 full cups of love and money and goodness and kindness. So you really want to have that card in your future. So actually it depicts, in this case, a rich woman who's got her good silver out. She's preparing a feast, because here's some of the food in front of her. So money from other people, there is plenty to partake in from money from other people. Now, money from other people means income tax checks, in lawsuit checks, inheritance checks, insurance checks. It's basically unearned income. You might have got a bonus check, but it was extra money for doing something. You might have got an insurance check because somebody hit you in the car. So you might have got money that way. So far y'all are looking good in this particular reading. Okay, that's 8. Ninth house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. So this person is carrying a burden. In ninth house burden in astrology, what am I saying? Philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. This is a burden. So up until this time, the person who's affected by this reading, which would be Capricorn, Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon, that kind of thing, he's been too busy with too much work to figure out what he wants to do about long distance travel. That's number one. Number two, he's too busy to finish his degree. He's too busy to concentrate on his spiritual life because actually your security for a Capricorn might be more important than your spiritual nature, because that's where their focus is. It's on the material, because that's just how it is with your Cap. Okay, 10th house, or earth sign in general. Okay, so then we have in the 10th house, which would be your career. Oh my goodness. Look, here's a King of Swords. Now listen. So the King of Swords might represent the person who's the boss. And what this is, because this is a face card, I drew another card on top of it. And it just so happens to be what's called a major arcana card. And it's also called a destiny card to go with these other destiny cards you have down here. So you got, right now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th one. That's a lot of destiny cards. Okay, for one reading. So we have there might be a boss, but he might be, he doesn't necessarily think in a logical thought pattern like you do. He might skip around, la, 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 you skip from this and skip to that and skip to that, and he might be thinking about 5 or 6 different things at once. It's because he's an air sign. Zing, 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 zing. All kinds of things go on up in air signs' heads. Whee! So, but luckily, what you have is an incredible amount of mental telepathy. Because when this person, who may be your boss or maybe somebody you may report to at your work, starts with his zing, 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 not nonsense, you zero in on what's going on behind his statement so you can assemble them logically. Because he might just bounce around it in ways that some people cannot keep up. However, because you may have worked for this person for a long time and you've learned how to operate around him, this is your mental telepath, this is your spirit guide, this is somebody who's your intuition, who tells you, don't turn left here, turn right, okay? That kind of thing, because you might get hit by a car. So it's very important for you to pay attention to your intuition, your mental telepathy, your ability to read somebody's mind, your ability to read a situation, okay? There's no substitute for that, because your gut is never wrong. Never. Your gut is never wrong. So kids, thank goodness you have that. Okay, 11th house is long-term plans and friends you know from previous employers. Now, what card we got here, though, is it's sort of an action card, because it indicates something's coming. There's an event coming. We're just warning you. It's coming, it's coming. So something is coming for you around previous employers and people that you know from it's also long-term plans. So maybe you're shooting it also, which now we have to add in this, you might be shooting for a long-term plan because you want to move to a house that you never have to leave again. Okay? You just want this to be the last time you want to live happily ever after. and have all that previous romantic nonsense be done with. Okay, 12th house is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. This is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, notice the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups they have to do with satisfaction and prosperity. And this woman is married, according to the, documents that teach people how to read cards. She's married, she's pregnant, she has plenty of money, and she's happy. So when you go to sleep at night, these days you are happy. And it's represented by a nice woman in your house, a beautiful home, and kindness and peace and love. Okay? All that exists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I just have to do it this way, right? Oh, no. Stop it, Jerry. Okay. Oh, this goes this way. Now we're good. Okay, this is 12. Now we're going to put a card right here, which signifies a new beginning. A new beginning in business, basically, or a new beginning in some kind of industrious kind of a project. So it could be a new beginning in that the house is going to get another house. The ground may be getting broken on the house that you want to buy. This is your house. This is your house right here. The house of home. Or it could be, because it's wands and wands governs business, it could be a business situation. So let's see what other kind of light we get. No, but you're not going to like it. But you can change that. You hear me? There's a new business opportunity or some kind of project opportunity coming up. And you're like, God, they're going to make me do it, and I don't want to do it. Or they're going to make me handle it the way they want me to handle it, and I don't want to. You don't. So for some reason, you hate this whole idea. You're trapped, because this person is trapped. She's tied up. She's got swords in front of her, swords behind her, swords on her sides. She's trapped. Now, theoretically, she could just step out of that fence of swords. Theoretically, she could. She might fall down, but she can get out. Now, what this is this is the counterpart of this. This is your intuition. This is your magician can get things done. This is your ability to manifest. So actually, all you need to really do is sit down and make a list of all the things you want, and then just wait. Kind of work on them a little bit, or see how close they are to coming, because you will be surprised how when you write that list down, more of that stuff will come to you, because you're met with looking at it every day. So, kids, I'm thinking you're got a good next few months coming up, because remember, this is not going to start on September the 1st, and end on September the 30th, because timing doesn't go every 30 days. Timing is handled by somebody on the other side who's going to bring you what you want because you ask them for it. Now, they have to find the players involved, and they have to put these players in the right places at the right times, so she can split the clouds, and the fickle finger of fate comes down and helps you get what you want. So keep that in mind, because you're on the verge of getting what you want. Now this, I'm thinking not tomorrow, but by the end of the year. You want me to stick my neck out? Sure you do. By the end of the year. Okay, love you, mean it. Running out of time. Good luck to y'all. Bye.